Hey guys, no number for you today, and today is going to be sort of a continuation. I just realized of yesterday's video. That was a few days ago for me, but I'm out here again. I'm going to try to retrieve. I just remembered I forgot the cache again. I also forgot the scope. So anyway, I'm gonna. If you watched yesterday's video, I checked and discovered where one of my caches has been disappearing to. And I was able to see them but not retrieve them. Today I'm going to try to retrieve them, and I forgot my scope. I went back and got my scope, and I just realized now that I also forgot a replacement cache. So I've either got to get those out or I'll have to go back home and get a cache if I can't get them out. But we're going to get them out today. In that video I was also checking on TCB's cache, and I was talking to her and describing where she possibly could hide another cache, or a new cache, in replacement of that, and just adjust the coordinates slightly. And I was talking about a tree that was on the other side of the trail from where the cache was originally, and she said that there isn't a tree around it, which there isn't a tree on the other side of where her cache actually was. This is where her cache actually was, down here. In the rain, and like I said in that video, I didn't have the coordinates, and I was way off, like a couple kilometers off. But I found it today, and I found the post, I'll turn you around, that was hit by the mower. The reflector is missing off of it, and the cache is gone, and the screw. It was on this side, somewhere right here, and I guess when they were mowing, they hit it, and they hit it pretty good. But then they took it out and threw it over here. And when I just picked it up now, there were 3 gigantic rat snakes. The first one it was just laying there. I'm like, oh, is that thing dead? And then I reached for this, which was right beside it, and it took off. And I'm like, nope, it wasn't. And then another one took off out of it. And I'm like, wow, glad I didn't step on that. And then there was a third one right here. So there's 3 of them right near it. But I think they're long gone now, but, well, they're probably just off the trail, but they're not where I can see them. But anyway, I'm going to decide whether I'm going to retrieve this and put the cache back where it was, maybe a little farther off the trail. The thing is, this marker is supposed to be here with the reflector on it, but they keep hitting it with the mower. But anyway, I think I'll stash this off the side of the trail. Probably not the same side that the snakes were on. I'll probably leave it here on the side that it was, and then I'll decide what I'm going to do with that later on. I'd have to straighten it out again. And then the problem is I can't just drive it into the ground anywhere. I got to make sure I don't hit the cables that are running along the side of the trail. So anyway, for now, we'll put this in, and we'll go after the one that I'm actually going after, because I need to retrieve it and get it put back in place and back in the game. But I also need to get home in time to get this video uploaded, because I'm limited on time, because I don't have a video for today. So when you guys see this is actually the day that I recorded it on, provided that I'm able to get it uploaded in time. So if it's late, this is why. Anyway, let's go retrieve my caches. Okay, I decided to drive right up to this today. I don't know if you just noticed the white foam on top of it. There's a muggle parked at the trailhead here, so I decided to have a look while I was waiting, so I wasn't talking to myself while they were getting themselves out of the vehicle to go for a walk down the trail. And so I got my scope out, and I realized that there's a hole in the side of this here where I could stick my scope in. And so I stuck my scope in there and had my fingers up in here trying to feel the gap and to see if that would shine light on the same area that I needed to get into. And I noticed something moving around in there, so then I aimed the scope at that, which is hard to see. It was a lot easier to see the screen there in the rain, but anyway, it's a little hard to see the screen today. Even though it's overcast, it's still hard to see the screen. But anyway, it was a wasp, and then I spun it some more, and there was multiple wasps in there up where I had my fingers. So I luckily, coming to this one, the thing I didn't forget was wasp spray, because I keep spray in there when I think of it to to keep people from getting stung, because somebody did mention in the previous year that there was some wasps in there. So I keep it in the Geo ATV here. So I sprayed that. So I'm just waiting for the foam to melt down, and then I'll go back at trying to retrieve the cache. So that's where we're at now. Okay, I got the scope in there. You can see one of them right there. And there might, actually no, I think it was on the other side of this thing that the red, or the orange and black one were. So I'm gonna try that one first, but I just realized that in my hurry to get up out of the way when I discovered there was wasps in this, I had the little wire I was gonna use to try to get those out of there, and I'm not sure what I did with it. So I'm gonna look around for that now. I have no idea what I did with that wire. It's blending into the grass here somewhere, but I did find this wire in the Geo ATV, which is much stronger and will be better anyway. So let's try to get this thing out of here. I'll probably try getting it out without you guys. There is a way to record on this scope, but I don't think I know how to do that. So I guess I'll just tell you the results after the fact. So it turns out I did figure out how to use the record feature on the scope. So I've got a little bit of video here. I'll show you that I took a lot more video than this, but it would be pretty boring and it's pretty shaky. It was very difficult to hold on to the camera, the scope screen, the end of the scope to aim it the right way, and to manipulate the wire around the little tiny gap that I'm pushing it through to get video. Here I almost got it out. It was very close. It was stuck to the magnet, but then it dropped off and ended up bouncing over to the other side with the other ones. Here's this one had been on the other side, but in my messing around trying to get it out, I ended up getting it onto this side and moving it back and forth quite a bit. Because most of the time when I was trying to get them out, I was just doing it blind without the scope at all, because that just ended up being easier than trying to get it to work. But you can see all the scratches there on the side from me trying to, in my failed attempts. But I was out there quite a while trying to get this. But I think here I'm going to show the other, maybe not. Yeah, I'm trying to position the screen so it stays still while I try to do this. But yeah, I couldn't see the screen very well because of the sun. It's very clear in the video here. If I could see it this well, I would have been able to do this much faster. But it was a lot of trying it where I couldn't actually see the screen and what I was doing. But here you can see the black one, the green one, and the orange one all in the same shot. But I finally determined that, as you can see today, I don't know if you saw it before it flipped up out of the way there, but I'll show it on the screen with the camera later on. But it actually won't fit through the gap. The gap's too close, too small today. And that's how it was every time I've tried to force one through to see if that's where they were going. It was always too tight for me to get it through there. And today I finally determined that that was the same. But anyways, a little bit more video here of me attempting to get it through. There you can see the orange one up top. I don't know if you guys can see it on the screen there. It looks like right now it will not fit back through here. All right, well, I'm not going to get those out today. I don't know if any of the video will work that I tried recording off of the scope, but I think the hole today, the gap is too small, and I don't think it'll fit through there. It's really hard to see the screen as well. I'll try to attach the video, but I'm out of time. Hopefully I'll be able to get the video uploaded in time. But any of you guys thinking that I should just undo this nut? Well, that's not my property, and the nut's probably seized on anyway. So, but I don't think I would attempt to undo that. But thanks for watching. I'll get a replacement cache and put it there. Maybe in the future I'll try checking that gap to see if it's big enough for them to come back out. Like I said, I've tried in the past to shove them through there to see if that's where they were gone missing, but and I don't know if the video will show, but there's definitely 3 of them in there for sure. So not much of an outcome on today's video, but I'm out of time, so that'll have to be it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.